I started learning action learning when I got the government grant in 2008. If I remember correctly, it's winter of 2009. And by that time, I didn't know nothing about action learning. Action and then learn or something. But I enjoyed a lot. And as a student, I became a little strangely maybe, but same as I looked like enjoying my participation. So far, my college has 3, including me, 5 certified action learning coaches. And by the end of this fiscal year, I mean March next year, we're going to have more than 10 coaches. And why did we introduce action learning to my college? There are 3 major usages of action learning in College of Business. The first one, this is what I planned from the start, training new teachers and essays. Essay is a TA who are undergraduate students. Teachers and essays as coaches for students. I mean, essays and teachers are coaches, and students are coachees. And second, enhancing business skills of students. Number 3, encouraging students to lead with questions in English as a second language in a multinational team. I wrote this in red because I think it's unique, so I'll tell you about it later. The first item, Business Leadership Program is our mandatory leadership program for undergraduate students. To train new teachers and essays before new semesters, we use action learning because this is a very experiential project learning. So in classroom, teachers and essays are inclined to tell them what to do because students are eager to know what they should do. There are no one unique solution. It's because, okay, I'll show you the video. And they're supposed to be coaches rather than instructors. And as I told you before, it's project-based experiential leadership courses with concurrent 80 max classes. So it would be better if I show this video than I explain in words.
The Business Leadership Program, or BLP, is a core program of立教College of Business. The program uses an experience-based approach to teach leadership that can be exercised by all members of an organization. BLP consists of 5 courses in 5 semesters over 2.5 years, with courses ranging from BL0 to 4.
This is filmed in 2008 and 2009. So actually this is before action learning. I'll show you how it's changed later. And I remember you saw the essays are sitting around the table and they are tempted to teach them, give the right answer, but they should not. Then what should they do? Here comes action learning. So from here, my young colleagues and alumni and students will take over. All of them are very young, but just 2 of them are professors with their certified coaches too. Okay.
My name is Tomono Miki. I'm Assistant Director of Business Leadership Program, as you see in movie. And I'd like to introduce our first usage, that is training. We are using action learning to train new teachers and student assistants as coaches. As you see in the movie, the the business leadership program is using a project-based learning, and there are client companies, and client companies give us their real problem they are facing, and the students solve that problem. And for the freshman's class, there are about 400 students every year, and we divided them into 18 classes. And each class has 20 or 22 students, and each class has one teacher and one student assistant. And during class, the students ask many questions to teachers and student assistants. For example,
now, I would like to explain the experience of my action learning as a student assistant. Hi, my name is Kazuki Tada, a sophomore of Global Business Department. Well, just to review what an SA is, I'm just an ordinary student of Rikyo University's College of Business. And well, we went through a few applications and were chosen to be a coach, assistant of this leadership program. Now, what did we do for action learning? Well, simply, we just did action learning sessions. Well, we did conferences only in questions. Well, there's two types of things to do, and one is the player, and the other is the action learning coach. And well, I experienced both and learned many things from both sides. What I learned was basically three things: questioning skills, facilitation techniques, and a new leadership style. Well, I learned questioning skills by doing a player, because at first I didn't know what kind of question is really effective or makes people think critically. And I had many problems at first, but as I went through many sessions, I thought, oh, maybe this kind of question is very useful. These kind of questions would make people think more.
For action learning with normal student, not only for SAs, but also more normal student. And second is a welcome camp. Welcome camp is a mandatory event for all of newcomers of College of Business. And previous welcome camp is only project-based and experiential leadership courses. But we are now trying to change the contents of welcome camp and are trying to introduce action learning into the welcome camp. If this plan is realized, all COB students will participate in a session during his university date. Through these two opportunities, students can develop leadership and question skills. So, in the end of this our part, let me introduce next speaker, our graduate Matsuoka-kun, and let us hear how he used skill of question in business situations after he graduated college.
I have passed the certified public accountant in Japan, but don't have any programming skills. On the other hand, my company's chief programmer is a specialist for developing application, but he don't have any accounting knowledges. Each member had pride and prioritize their opinion over others. When we have high question skills, we can respect each other and we can recognize each values. So I believe that high question skills are allow for effective and efficient ways to communicate with others. So it is possible to make more value through question skills. Through my experiences, I think high question skills are very important for project with diversity. In my opinion, global means many languages, many countries, but diversity means not only global or multinationals, but also many other professions in many other fields. So I hope the business leadership program will provide lectures not only focusing on global, but also many other fields students. Thank you.
Workers and his bosses, so that we discussed a lot by asking questions, and of course we have different perspective. For me, of course, it's Japanese thinking, but for him, it's very European way to think about to behaving at the jobs. And here's some interviews, so my colleagues, what we've learned so far in the class. And one of the students said action learning coach is a differently key roles of the effective learning processes. And other members said that knowledge spreading through question is based action learning. And mutual communication within group members are another key elements of learning processes. So we just did half of our classes, so we haven't touched the leadership process. So that I'm very looking forward to learn that the leadership style is using action learning. Yes, this is the next step, is leadership style within the group.